Well, you look at the years, respectively, when they made their debuts, between them close to a quarter of a century of professional boxing experience. The stats relating to rounds and inside the distance wins are very similar. Both men known for their resilience and their grittiness, as we saw first time around.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Manchester, England. We are live on DAZN for the featured bout of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing scheduled for the WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. It's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing in association with Duco Events. This bout is sanctioned under the auspices of the British Boxing Board of Control. The steward in charge is Mr. Charles Giles and the World Boxing Organization. The president, Francisco Paco Valcárcel. The supervisor is John Handelar. Introducing your 3 judges scoring this contest from ringside. From England, Michael Alexander. From Germany, Ingo Barabas. And from Italy, Giustino Di Giovanni. And at the sound of the bell, your third man in the ring from England, A-star referee, Mr. Howard Foster. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the stage is set. We are here. The time has come. I said the time has come. From the 4 corners of the world to the 4 corners of this ring right here in Manchester, England. The fight starts now! Introducing first the challenger. He fights out of the red corner and wears the black trunks with the gold trim. He's scaled 17 stone, 10 pounds, 8 ounces. His professional record, 32 victories, 11 defeats. He has 23 big wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Finchley, North London, England. Here is the former British heavyweight champion, the former Commonwealth heavyweight champion, the former European heavyweight champion, and the former WBO Intercontinental heavyweight champion, Derek Chisora! And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He is the defending titleist. He wears the white and black trunks. He scaled 17 stone, 13 pounds, bang on. His professional record, 29 victories, 2 defeats with 21 big wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Auckland, New Zealand, here is the former WBO heavyweight champion of the world, Lupe Soyai Rauli Ale Maliatoa Joseph Parker.
Okay, fellas, spoke to you both in the dressing room. We both know what I expect. Keep it clean, break straight away when told. Both of you want your heads in close. Good luck to you both. Touch gloves. Touch gloves.
Well, one last shot, said David Caldwell, talking to Derek Chisora. Get beat here, he says, and the big fights, the meaningless fights are gone. Eddie Hearn saying very similar in the studio a few moments ago. Such a big deal this for Joseph Parker here and for Derek Chisora, and round 13 of their great rivalry is underway. And remember, in the first contest, Chisora had Parker down inside the first 10 seconds. He said this week, Chisora, he's going to take Parker to some uncomfortable places, but Parker determined to get on the front foot right from the bell.
Here we go, Mike. See, it's a positive start from Joseph Parker on the front foot. We heard from Andy Lee and Parker himself saying he was going to be more positive, try and hold the centre of the ring, and that's exactly what he's doing. Weighing 10 pounds heavier than the first contest. So it'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this up for, holding the centre of the ring, trying to look for the right hand over the top. Throws a lovely sharp left hook as Derek comes in. As we see there, beautiful shot. As the rounds go on, expect to see the right hand follow that up.
It's such a fever pitch atmosphere here, Dan. There were some groans from some when the rematch was announced, but you can tell by the expectation here that many have been counting down the hours.
Yeah, I've no doubt. And I really do feel this fight will be better than the first one. They know each other really well now. They know their strengths and weaknesses. That's the shot for Derek Chisora. He needs to throw that jab to the body, then follow it upstairs with that overhand right. But good work from the back foot from Parker.
Parker's had success with the right hand, left hook combination twice there in pretty quick succession.
He's just stepping with that jab to the body, Del. He's looking for that right hand over the top. There's a great right hand from Parker.
Best shot of the round so far with just over a minute to go. Brilliant right hand. And Chisora with that granite chin took it well. Right, accurate start by Joseph Parker. A lot of it at long range, not allowing Chisora to get up close, not allowing Chisora to bury his head in the New Zealander's chest.
Looking razor sharp, Joseph Parker really firing off the left hook followed by the right hand with real speed and spite, very accurate. Dell's got to keep that head moving. His left hand position can be loose at times, so he is open to the right hand. He's got to keep that head moving side to side, that's better.
Chisora again driving that left hand towards the body. And Parker trying to connect with that right hand on the way in, dipping that right hand, trying to measure it. He's got there a couple of times so far in this round. This time switched it to an uppercut.
Keep your jab, don't pull out high. After your left hook, go down, okay? That's the only thing I would say. Keep repeating that now. Be careful of this one when you're close, okay? When he throws a slow, lazy jab, go straight over with the right hand, left hook. Very good round, Joe. You hurt him twice then. You can feel it?
Yeah, I agree and echo what Andy Lee said there. It was a very good round for Joseph Parker, very positive, landed some really good shots. Right hand just missing the target of Derek Chisora, but a good positive round from Joseph Parker.
Round two.
And that just goes to spell out the difficulty that judges have sometimes, because that did look as though it connected for Joseph Parker, but in the end landed, yes, on the scoring area, but not clean on the chin, as it looked to from some positions around here at ringside. And again, Parker trying to time it on the way in, but Chisora has his first big success of the contest in the opening seconds of the second round. After all the praise for Joseph Parker from Andy Lee in the corner, so Chisora makes the first mark of the second round.
That was a better at the start of this round from Chisora, getting closer, looking for that overhand right. It's a good jab to the body to set it up. Joseph Parker's hands dropped and just a bit too wide with the shot. But this is better from Chisora, getting closer, just landing with a right hand, but Parker taking the sting out of the shot.
Precisely the punch that Andy Lee told Parker to be wary of. And now Parker explodes, and suddenly the fight really has come to life. In the opening stages of the second round, both men landing heavily across the first minute. We spoke in the build-up about their grittiness and their resilience, their ability to take shots, already being tested.
right uppercut from Joseph Parker, but back comes Chisora. Superb action.
Another clipping uppercut from Parker as the crowd tried to get behind Chisora, the pro-partisan crowd here. But there's an awful lot of respect for Joseph Parker, and after what he did first time around.
He's got to watch that shot. Derek Chisora is looking for it all the time now, Parker, where Chisora's the shorter man and he dips and he rolls and he bobs. He does move into that uppercut. Parker's found the range with it. Oh, big overhand right.
Sharper work again from Parker at range as the crowd get into full verse, and that song that Addy described as Chisora's national anthem. They're trying to raise the effort of their man. 40 seconds to go in the second round, and those who said it wouldn't go all the way, well, with this kind of ferocity, they might well be right. Chisora already breathing heavily, but we've seen that before, and time and again he comes back, but Parker is having repeated success here.
Yeah, it's the uppercut, Mike, with both hands. He's rolling, he's bobbing into the shot. Chisora takes a big right hand.
Another brilliant right hand from Joseph Parker now, and he looks for another one. He gets through. He's measuring his man on the ropes. Chisora here is really taking heavy punishment. Has to cover up. Sees the second one coming and rolls away. Big round for Joseph Parker. And let's go to Chisora's corner.
Come back to that swinging shit.
Calm. Be smart. Don't get involved with a fight with this guy. Be smart. Be smart, don't be a retard. Be smart. You use your jab when he come off the clinches. When you hit this rope, don't come out high, ever, okay? As long as you stay low, he can't hit you. He's only hitting you when you pull high. Just stay low. Be smart, don't get in a fight with this guy. You're breaking him down. Keep the fight at your pace and at your range.
Tremendous round from Joseph Parker there, really picking the shots well. He really did find the timing and the distance with the uppercut, but that was a lovely overhand right. Derek Chisora has proven again that he's got a fantastic chin. We need a response from Del Boy here.
Well, what has that 1 minute's rest done for Derek Chisora? Parker getting back on the front foot. Now steps off, measuring his shots. On the back foot, the right hand has been so successful so far for Parker. Chisora, according to the figures, having his successes, but those figures do not tell the story. The power has been coming from Parker.
Moving the feet, range well, but this is good stuff from Derek Chisora, closing the distance, getting the shots off, head and body. Just falling short with that jab to the body. He's got to be careful. Falling over that front foot, especially with Parker, having found the range with that right hand.
Parker 10 pounds heavier than that first fight. Looked terrific on the scales yesterday. What effect will that have? As he tries the right uppercut, which Chisora leans into. And Chisora now covers up on the ropes. But Parker is looking for the finish here. Brilliant right hand. He could be just a couple of punches away here. There's nothing coming back yet from Chisora. The crowd get behind him. He topples back off balance. Andy Lee in the corner, urging Parker forward.
He's still stunned, badly hurt Derek Chisora. Gallantly tries to throw that big overhand right, but he's still hurt.
Half the round to go. Left hand from Parker gets through to add to Chisora's problems. Chisora watching, trying to read the shots coming. Measured approach from Parker here. He's put a lot of effort into this particular round. Still a minute to go. Another right hand, beautifully timed. Crunches off the chin of Chisora. Chisora now, for just about the first time in the round, goes forward again.
Yeah, landed a good right hand to the body. Chisora straight down the middle of the solar plexus of Parker.
Parker now allowing Chisora forward, and any success being greeted with a roar of approval from the Chisora crowd here in Manchester, inside the last 25 seconds of the third round, which at times looked as though it would be the last one of the fight. But of course, Chisora has come back. What else would we expect as he starts to work away to the body now? And it's Parker who has to cover up. What a round.
Needs to keep his shape, Parker, when he's throwing that left uppercut. Chin was up in the air there. He's got to be careful of that overhand right, but what a round.
Brilliant round, brilliant recovery by Derek Chisora.
Ready to
Guys,
go.
from what I can see,
Just take your time, be smart.
Parker is a sharpshooter in this fight. He's looking for the left uppercut and the left hook. But Chisora, with that cross guard, reminded me of Joe Frazier. He takes most of it on the glove. The odd ones are getting through, like that one that we see right there, but I guarantee you he's blocking some of it. But Parker is a sharpshooter in this fight.
The thoughts of Joshua Buatsi, who's made his way down from the studio area here to the bear pit at ringside. What a round of boxing we've just seen, with hope for the Chisora fans towards the end of the round.
You will outlast him. If you don't keep your chin, you're going to walk onto something. Because when he's swinging, he's coming square, he's picking. But he's going to be sharp for a minute, and then that's all he's got. Right? You don't keep him anything. That there. Come on.
Round 4.
David Caldwell in the Chisora corner saying if you don't leave your chin in the air, you will outlast him. Into the fourth round we go then. Torrid times in the early part of the third round for Chisora, but he came back to put Parker under pressure. Can Parker respond now in the fourth?
What a warrior he is, Chisora. Taking some big shots, but back doing what we're familiar seeing from Chisora on the front foot, letting the big shots go. He needs to get that jab going back to the chest to try and look for that overhand right.
Already the kind of fight that you feel might leave its mark on these two long after they left the competitive ring. But in terms of excitement and the feeling that just about anything could happen here, this could go either way. It's absolutely captivating.
Oh, lovely right to the body. Picking the shots really well here, Parker. Mixing it up, head and body.
Showing good variety in his punches.
Chisora trying to build attacks behind the left hand, bearing it to the body and then to the head. Parker content just to hold on the ropes and try to find some punching room himself as we move into the second half of the fourth round.
Smothering his work a bit here, Parker leaning on Derek Chisora. He's working away inside, as is Parker. That's where Parker wants Chisora. Lovely right.
Tremendous right uppercut, and this time Derek Chisora is held up only by the ropes, and so the referee is within his rights to take up the count. And we've still got 50 seconds to go in the fourth round. Chisora recovered in the third. Will he recover all over again as he steps away now? Howard Foster says, get on with it now. Parker looking to pick what might be the finishing shot. Chisora glides underneath the left hook.
Very, very clever from Chisora what he's doing in that corner. Very clever from him. He knows that his man's going to come for him, so he's prepared.
Trying to buy time. He needs 20 seconds of it to get back to the relative sanctuary of his own corner. He's in Parker's corner. Can Parker find that shot? Can he detonate one finishing spectacular shot? He goes in with another left uppercut, which is all fires back wildly. What a finish to the round once again. And the referee steps in, and look at the crowd here. That's what heavyweight boxing does. You just never know what's going to happen next. And who knows what will happen here as he goes back to Dave Caldwell in the corner.
Right, look at your head. The shape is working, right? The shape is working. You lose your shape, you start swinging, you give him opportunities. You understand me?
Unbelievable Incredible action.
Discipline, man.
Just
How
on
many years have you
the brink of winning, Parker. It was a beautiful right uppercut as Chisora's rolling into it. The ropes keep him up, but the referee gives the count. And just when you think there's not much more to come from Chisora, he comes firing back. I agree with what Joshua Buatsi was saying. It's very smart from Chisora, stopping Parker from throwing the shots, giving him time to recover, but that was tremendous stuff at the end of the round.
Take your hands up. Don't drop your hands.
Well, whatever the message is in the corner for Derek Chisora, this now is about something much, much deeper. It's the fighting instinct that's been so prevalent, that's brought him those successes, albeit not at the highest level in his professional career, and he needs to call on all of that resolve now as he still steps forward. He knows no other direction.
He's got to tighten the guard up, Chisora, when he's rolling. He's wide open to that uppercut as we see in the previous round.
And still the crowd tried to sing their man into some kind of resistance, into some kind of success, as Parker just calmly on the back foot waits for the opportunities, flicking out that jab. Didn't really drive it home, just flicking rather than stepping in behind it.
Good work to the body from Chisora. A couple of good uppercuts followed up by Parker. Got to be careful here, Derek Chisora. At times he's just pouring the shots out instead of committing to them. Doesn't want to get countered by the faster, quicker hands of Parker. But needs to stay switched on, needs to get close, then let his hands go. Oh, another big
right uppercut. Beautiful work off the back of a straight left hand. This time it's a straight right hand after the jab again from Parker. Chisora trying to close down the space between them once again, and Parker put a lot of effort into those third and fourth rounds. And so far in this round, not the same kind of zap in his punches as he leans on Chisora on the ropes.
Two good uppercuts there from Chisora already.
Good left hook feint from the jab. Followed it up, and there's another right uppercut. That was better from Chisora. He tightened up the guard. Oh, and again, sickening shot from Parker.
But still leaning down and walking into those shots, but now gets on the front foot once again. And every now and again, the expression on the face of Parker is, how is this man still here tonight after what I've been hitting him with? And now Chisora tries to work away on the inside, as does Parker, meeting him with that ripping left hook towards the torso area. And once again here, the crowd getting right behind Chisora. It's another one of those raucous, mad Manchester nights.
This is good from Derek. He's getting close, closing the gap, getting his shots off.
Chisora virtually jumps into the fray in that exchange at the end of the round. Chisora gradually trying to claw his way back into the fight.
Don't pull out high, please.
You understand me? Listen to me. Focus. Put his exits on with feet. Listen, don't punch the second round again.
It's the shot of the fight so far, the right uppercut from Joseph Parker. We see a bit of an adjustment, it's just that loose left arm. But he gets into that almost Joe Frazier-esque defence. Just got to tighten it up, Derek, but signs there, he was getting closer to Joseph Parker, starting to work away good to the head and body.
Smart fight. Don't give this guy any encouragement, okay? This is where we're going to go. Be smart. This is where we're going to go to, the dark place.
Joshua Buatsi, how are you seeing it at this stage? What a night.
What a night we're having here. Parker trying not to use as much as energy as he needs to. He's literally trying to sharpshoot, but Chisora, you switch off for 1 second, Fraser Clark told me, he'll be in there, he will capitalise.
And on the front foot straight away goes Chisora, but walks on to another one of those budding uppercuts from Parker. We've got the sound effects in our ears here at ringside, and we can sense the thudding nature of these shots, the damaging nature of these shots. Chisora has had a couple of really bad spells in this fight, but he's still very much in it here.
Good pressure on the front foot from Del Boy. Just needs to tighten up that cross-guard defence to shield the uppercut. But this is good pressure, good work, head and body from Del Boy.
And what we're seeing here is 25 years almost of hard professional experience here. Two men who've taken heavy shots, who've delivered heavy shots, and still Parker tries to meet him with the uppercut on the way in, then switches to the body.
Is he starting to feel the pace, Parker? Times does look like the Pop has gone out the shots, but then he fires back with a lovely right hand. He took it well, Del. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, that's beautiful. Precision punching in the middle of the 6th round from Joseph Parker.
Lovely, flashy combination. Jab, long left hook, followed by a right hand. Beautiful combination from Parker.
But is Chisora becoming almost numbed to the power of those shots because he's taken them well, and he landed some solid shots to the body. Another right hand from Parker crunches against the side of the jaw of Chisora. Parker at times in these exchanges after he's thrown those straight shots is wide open to one of those overhand rights from Chisora, but so far he's managed to avoid the kind of crisis that befell Chisora in both the 3rd and the 4th rounds. But still, here he is with half a minute to go in the 6th, still swinging away.
Oh, lovely jab. And he's got Del on the end of the jab. He's got to follow it up with a right hand, and he does. Beautiful shot from Joseph Parker.
One of the cleanest, most impressive punches of the entire round, coming almost in the sound of the bell for Joseph Parker.
The harder you work hard. The rounds are going by. You're nearly there.
Yeah, lovely long left
Box and box,
hook
box,
from Parker, followed by right hand. Really, really good. Shot picking there. Beautiful jab from Del Boy. That really was a good eye-catching shot. Andy Lee in the corner there saying, when you work, makes him work. Don't want to let Del get into a momentum.
Sharp, straight 1-2, straight 2 minutes. Right in the back. Sharp feet, sharp.
And so into the 2nd half of the contest, and already in the 1st half there's been more excitement than throughout the 12 rounds. First time round here earlier in the year, and all of those who said the crowd would make so much of a difference have been proved so right, because these two men have risen to the occasion. And still, this could go either way.
Parker using the feint there, trying to draw the lead out from Chisora so he can counter with that right hand. Del just trying to creep forward, trying to get close. He's trying to set up his own big right hand. Good jab from Derek Chisora there. Just missing with the right hand though, just a little bit too wide, prep around the back.
Terrific jab, and we just saw the graphic there detailing power punches, and the jab from Chisora there and at the end of the previous round was shown to be a power punch, not just a jab, but a really forceful, important shot like that one there. It's an underrated punch, and maybe by him underused. Again gets through.
Throws that so well. Beautiful right uppercut, he's hurt.
After a 1-2 combination, he then follows up with a right uppercut. And so Chisora takes the count for the 2nd time in the fight, with 1 minute and 20 seconds and more to go in the 7th round. Is this now the resistance finally being broken of Derek Chisora? He walks away once again takes up sanctuary in the corner, will cover up now. He bends, tries to throw a counter, tries to catch Parker on the way in. Parker's had 2 opportunities already to move in and finish it.
Can't overstay in that corner, guys. He can't overstay.
Too good, free left uppercut.
Good combination from Parker. And somehow Chisora finds the energy to fight back in desperate straits, but he's hit with another right uppercut. The shot that floored him, but he drives forward with a brilliant right hand to the body. And once again, the crowd getting right behind Chisora. Right hook from Chisora. Last few seconds. Where is he finding this energy from? Parker under pressure. What a comeback by Derek Chisora.
Tremendous response from Del Boy.
My goodness.
And now it's Parker's turn to respond. Around and swayed one way, then the other, and back again. Heavyweight boxing in the extreme. And this is why this sport, and particularly the heavyweight division, is so special.
Incredible, Mike. The greatest sport in the world, and you've seen it there. Again, a beautiful right uppercut from Joseph Parker. Picked it so well. Del fell over the front foot. And you see there the cross guard defense was far too loose. The shot lands right on the chin of Del Boy. When you think he's finished, when you think there's nothing left, back comes Derek Chisora. You could never write this man out.
Joshua, this is just remarkable courage and resilience.
You can't train this. You either have it or you don't. It cannot be trained.
It cannot be trained, and those are the words of an Olympic bronze medalist and a man who might soon, in 2022, be fighting for a world title. This is what it takes sometimes, and this is not even a world title fight. Truly remarkable comeback by Derek Chisora. How are we in the 8th round of this fight?
Absolute heart of a lion, Del Boy. He really has. Been some really good boxing from Joseph Parker. Really landing at will at times, finding the range with that left hook, right hand, but being forced back into the corner from Del Boy once again.
Hardly surprising, but Parker too is taking deep breaths when he gets the chance to step back. He takes the opportunity to try to refuel the tank. And listen to this crowd once again. They too surely can't believe that he's still here in the 8th round after yet another pummeling in the 7th.
Again, finding the shot that's worked so well for him, Joseph Parker, that right uppercut.
Referee Howard Foster almost allowing them to have a rest on the ropes there. 2 clearly very tired men here. Can one of them turn it his way? Chisora on the front foot again, lands a left hook high, then works away to the body. Well taken by Parker. Just over a minute to go in the 8th.
Both of them are definitely starting to feel the pace now. Good attack from Parker. He's backed Chisora into the blue corner.
And that's the kind of fight, the kind of night it is, that the crowd are roaring here when punches aren't landing. Even the exchanges, when they're missing, are exciting. That's the kind of fight this has been so far. What a year of heavyweight boxing, with Tyson Fury against Deontay Wilder, as Parker now tries to open up again with those oh-so-sharp punches from medium and long range. They've been so successful for him. The straight shots and that uppercut that he went for again. And Chisora once again has to grab onto a rope to stop himself falling. And Howard Foster takes up the count once again. He looks across at Joseph Parker. who takes in the instructions from Andy Lee
He's
once
going to
again.
the corner again. He's going to the corner again.
As he's done each time, he's taken account. Parker here looking for an opening. Chisora denying him once again as the bell sounds.
Round 9. Right, listen to me. On both sides. This is where all the work counts. This
Is that shot again,
remember
Mike?
I said to you, no matter how tired
Beautifully
you feel,
well.
he's going to be more tired.
Diggs,
Right?
right uppercut.
We're okay? Yes.
How does he keep getting up there at Chisora? Absolute warrior.
Hannibal, get your shit. Don't come out of shit. Don't
Again,
drop
you
your
just
left hand.
Seeing that.
Every time you drop your left
crossbar.
hand, it invites him to
Too
attack.
loose.
We're right and left
You're
hook,
going to
or
roll
left hook,
under like
right
that.
hand.
You've got to
Right?
tighten that up.
Don't drop your left hand. Don't go into that shape.
See
Your
the
left hand
eyes roll in there.
up. Feel the legs.
Get the
Make
ropes.
The legs are all right.
Trying to keep him up, but
Walking
wow.
back. If not,
But for
you
all
just
we've been
ride his
praising the
attack, ride his
resistance
attack,
of Derek
right?
Chisora,
And then you fight with
praise
him.
due to Parker for finding the range, for finding these punches. He's a tired man too.
Absolutely, boxing really, really well. Very accurate, very fast combinations from Parker. As Dell backed up now in the corner.
Into round 9 at the press conference, Parker predicted he would finish it between 6 and 10. He lands another solid left hook. Noticeably, Chisora not moving. Now he steps out, but goes straight back into the corner. Has he got the kind of energy to take him back onto the front foot that he showed in earlier rounds? Because he's getting desperately, desperately tired.
The left hook again from Parker. Really found the range with that.
And for the moment, it seems as though Parker's got 3 shots here. He can punch almost with impunity. As he tries again, a left, right, left hook. And Chisora bounces back against the ropes.
Oh! Referee's about to jump in. Oh, back comes Delboy.
Just as it looked as though Howard Foster was taking half a step forward, so Chisora wings away. But there isn't zap in the punches of Chisora working to the body there. A laboured, lazy left jab as Parker swings that overhand right.
Looks unsteady on the legs, Del.
Get another deep breath for Joseph Parker. But he's been buoyed by the many successes that he's having. Always easier to deal with fatigue and the tiredness in the legs and in the mind when you're having those successes. So much more difficult for Chisora.
Trying to set up the right uppercut again, Parker. Good left hook. Back comes Del.
And that's how tired Derek Chisora is. Even the wind of his own right hand is troubling him and sending him off balance and reeling back towards the ropes. There really can't be much left in that body of Derek Chisora with half a minute to go in the 9th round. Success for Chisora as he drives Parker back now. Parker goes for the right uppercut. The left hook does land. Chisora falls back again. 2 good jabs from Parker. Chisora landing it again at the end of the 9th round. What a contest this is turning into. What a test of each of these men in every single factor of the sport of boxing.
Land it clean and it's just hurt him. Do you understand? That's just hurt him. Big deep breath. Keep your shape.
Again, back in that corner, it can be dangerous. It buys him a few seconds, but it can be dangerous, guys.
Keep your shape, fire downstairs, then switch it up. Don't forget the straights.
Big chopping overhand right from Parker. Lovely shot. But again, Del takes it so well. He's been smart in the corner like you touched on a couple of rounds ago. Josh.
Hold down to the last couple of rounds.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Always
Hold down
giving
to
the
last
impression
couple
that he's
of
going to let a big shot go, but that was good work from Parker. Letting them go in 3s and 4s, but again, back comes Derek Chisora.
You saw there in that last piece of action how Chisora is so tired, but still seeing the punches coming and still finding a means of avoiding them. Into the 10th round. Parker now trying to keep Chisora at bay, at long range with the jab, then that punishing overhand right once again. So once again looking at the power punches thrown and landing, it's very close between them. But the counts have all been forced by Joseph Parker.
Landing the
Now he
uppercuts
tries
again.
to use the speed again.
Yeah. Working the uppercuts again as well. This time from the lead hand. The fatigue from both men very evident now. Really feeling the pace, and you can understand why.
Into the second minute of round 10. Parker still trying to work behind that long left-hand lead, which has helped him to set up some of his real big successes so far in the fight. Good jab from Chisora this time gets through.
Be careful, Parker, as he's slipping the jab of Derek Chisora. He's moving to his right, onto the right hand of Del. He's landed a couple of chopping right hands, goes into southpaw stance, winging away to the head and body.
That left hand of Parker coming back low as he tires. That is a habit of his anyway. Chisora has an opportunity for an overhand right, but is he sharp enough to take it? Has he got the power to make it count?
Well, I can't believe we've made it here to the 10th round, Mike. I really can't.
Special levels of courage, special levels of endurance here, special levels of determination. Both of these men know how much this means to them. For all Derek Chisora saying he just wants to fight, he doesn't want to fight for a world title again. He knows, as David Colwell said in the build-up, that the big meaningless fights are gone if he can't turn this his way tonight. Last few seconds of the 10th round.
Big right hand from Joseph Parker. He took it well, Derek Chisora.
Rest. Good work. Good work. 2 left. It's in you. You've won the fight. You just got to stay focused now. Control your breathing. Good work. 2 left. When you stay side on in the legs, it's good. Good. That's all. You can't do nothing against
you're
it.
in that position, 2 rounds to go. Do you go for the big finish, or do you just play it out now?
Not just the 1-2.
He's saying
okay?
the fight's
Because
won. Andy Lee's saying the fight's won.
It's one, but again, we're dealing with Chisora here. You lose second for, you lose concentration for 1 second, and that overhand right is going to come and it's going to hit you. Again, I feel he's ahead, but I'm not writing off Chisora. No way.
This is where it's not good. Come on. Be sharp.
Into round 11. And the legs barely carried Derek Chisora across the ring. From our commentary position, our line is with the fighter's legs. But Chisora is having success at the beginning of this, the 11th round. You've just got to be careful, said Andy Lee.
Yeah, he's got to stay switched on, Joseph Parker. He's up on the scorecards, no doubt. Just needs to see the 2 rounds out if he doesn't want to go for the finish, but he has to stay switched on. Derek is still dangerous. pouring that jab out to the chest, looking for the overhand right, but that's a good chopping right hand from Parker in response.
Measured it so well. It's a punch that's worked for him, as well as the right uppercut in the earlier rounds. Chisora again having success with the jab in this round, and again you ask the question of whether he could have made more use of that.
Good right
Three
hook.
good shots from Chisora. Uppercut, left hook, and then a right hand over the top. And Parker goes for the uppercut once again, and this time just deflected on the way through to the intended target by the gloves of Chisora. Halfway, round 11. It's a prodding rather than a probing left jab from Joseph Parker, intent just to keep Chisora at bay.
Yeah, he's trying to walk Chisora onto the left hook, so he's pouring the jab out, trying to get the response from Derek so he can throw the left hook. More of an arm shot to finish up with, but that's a good jab in response from Derek Chisora. And again, oh, lovely right hand from Joseph Parker.
Just as Chisora was looking to gain another success behind that left-hand jab. The jab of Chisora has been a feature in this round, but so too has been the more effective overhand right from Parker. 45 seconds to go in the round as Parker takes aim once again, steps off, gives himself punching room, but that room is immediately taken up by Chisora.
He's eaten two big uppercuts there, Derek Chisora. How he took them, I do not know. Fires back with one inside.
Right hand from Parker again got through, and so did the follow-up left hook. Last few seconds of round 11. And look at those legs of Chisora. How are they keeping him up?
How are we seeing the 12th round, Mike?
This is astonishing.
Listen, you've been an absolute fucking warrior, right? And when you keep your shape, it's the best you've looked, right, for a long time. Now listen to me. This round, sharp legs. I need sharp legs. Don't give him no shots that knock
Last
shots
round,
out.
Derek, yeah, touch the move.
I need you to go to war.
Last round, Joe, touch him up.
So if you jab, uppercut, first half of the round, be very careful. Take your time, your side arm. Don't give nothing away, small and jab. When he slows down, jab, uppercut, hold. Oh, great work, Joe.
The referee calls them together, and you can see in the backdrop how many people getting to their feet here to salute two men. One of them described in the corner just then by David Caldwell as a warrior. Likewise, the Samoan, true to his fighting instincts, of Joseph Parker. Andy Lee saying the fight is won. Be careful for the first half of the round and wait till Chisora slows down.
Non-stop action for 11 rounds. How are they going to approach this last round? What's left? Working in close quarters here. Joseph Parker leaning on Parker, smothering his work. They're both exhausted.
Well, Andy Lee was asking Parker to keep it at range and to almost play it safe, but once again, the instinct has taken over. He wants to take it to Chisora, who's been in trouble on so many occasions during this contest at the age of 37. Is this the last time we will see Derek Chisora in a ring in a fight of this magnitude, as Parker once again tries to open up and draws applause from Andy Lee in the corner?
We've got a minute and 40. Joseph Parker to see this out. Derek Chisora's got to try and land that right hand if he's got any chance of winning this. Good attack from Parker. Two shots followed by a right hand.
And still half the round here as Chisora shakes his head. Is there still an inside the distance finish to come for Parker? And Chisora, fueled by something only he knows in terms of heart and desire and resilience, as he still works away to the body. We saw him as he got up off his stool, barely able to walk, but boy, he can still fight. Final minute of a memorable night at the Manchester Arena as Parker again tries to whip in the right uppercut.
Look at them go, both men letting their hands go. Incredible stuff.
Chisora turns southpaw by the momentum of his forward attack. Parker opens up once again, jabbing a right hand from Parker. And so the last 30 seconds of the fight look to be in keeping with much of it. The two men firing away. Parker having the better successes at range as he tries a left hand to the body, a right hand to the body, should I say, after a left hand to the head. Action all the way from the first bell to the last. And still the crowd trying to rouse Derek Chisora, who, would you believe it, lands the last meaningful punch of the contest. Derek Chisora somehow, some way, has made it to the final bell. After Joseph Parker time and again had him in trouble, time and again looked to be just a punch away from winning inside the distance. But once again, it goes all the way with Parker, the dominant force.
Well, that's an embrace from two warriors there. Absolute superb fight that was. Honestly, how we heard that final bell, I do not know. Derek Chisora proving once again why he's referred to as such a warrior. Took up so many big shots landed from Joseph Parker. He got dropped, he come back up. At the end there, he's still trying to fire away and land his big shots. Teeing off, it really worked well from Joseph Parker. That long left hook followed by the right hand. Found the uppercut on numerous occasions, but back come Del, firing with the shots. Wide at time, wasn't setting the shots up enough with the jab to the body. But what tremendous action that was. That was fantastic stuff. Hats off to both men.
And that embrace we saw there at the end, only they can know what's going through their minds. Only they can know what they've given here. In the name of entertainment here, the last big show of 2021 here in the UK. And what a way to sign off. There were those who predicted that the presence of fans would make a huge difference. And certainly this was a much, much more exciting contest than first time around here in this same arena behind closed doors. And both men here will leave the ring with their reputations solidly intact, even if one of them goes home the loser. And Joshua Buatsi, you're hoping that 2022 is a significant year for you, and you were spelling out earlier in the contest when we were watching just how much it takes sometimes at the very highest level.
For sure, and we've just had here, people call themselves all kinds of things. The killer, the warrior, this and that. But Chisora there proves he's an ultimate warrior. He's a true warrior. Take nothing from Parker, great fighter. He did what he had to do. But we saw the punishment he took, and he did not break. He did not quit. Hats off to him.
Yep, tremendous fighting warriors. And here now with the verdict is David Diamante.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get our hands together and show our appreciation for these two fighters, please. After 12 rounds of action here in Manchester, England, we go to the judges' score totals. Justino Di Giovanni, 115-110. Ingo Barabas, 115-111. Michael Alexander, 114-112. All three for your winner by unanimous decision. And still, the WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, Lupe Soliai Lauli Ale Male Atoa, Joseph Parker.
And reward, in a way, for the efforts of Derek Chisora. One of the cards showing Parker the winner here by just the 2 rounds. The others going to him by 5 rounds and by 4 rounds. But the scorecards will soon be forgotten. The contest here will remain in the memories of everybody who was here tonight. What a way to finish 2021, Darren.
Incredible stuff. What a night of boxing it really was. 2 warriors in there, leaving it all in the ring. What a year we've had. Fantastic stuff. Joseph Parker boxed so well. He really did. But the heart from Derek Chisora, I take my hat off to you.
Well, that warm embrace which we saw also at the end of the contest, and if that's the last we've seen of Derek Chisora, certainly at this level, because as David Caldwell said, lose and the big meaningless nights are gone. Well, what a way to sign off with his reputation firmly intact. As for Joseph Parker here, ranked by all of the governing bodies, he can now set his sights eventually at some stage in the future, maybe beyond 2022, at another crack at the ultimate, the world title.
What a way to close boxing in the UK. The boxing does continue, though. Don't forget, more action on DAZN later tonight when we switch our attention across the Atlantic and across to Texas, where former world super middleweight champion Gilberto Ramirez looks to maintain his impressive start in the light heavyweight division when he takes on Cuban Yuneski Gonzalez. Should be an absolutely fantastic fight, that one. But back to action here, Tony. Fantastic fight, wasn't it? Tough fight to watch at times for Derek Chisora fans, but fantastic fight nonetheless. Are you surprised that went the full distance? At times it looked like Chisora, was on his feet there, especially round 9, when I thought maybe Howard Foster was looking to step in and Dave Caldwell was looking to throw in a tail, but that's just testament to Chisora that he survived until the end there.
Definitely. Listen, these guys are singing him a song as the losers coming out the ring. That tells you everything you need to know about the effort that Chisora has shown in there tonight. But take nothing away at all from Joseph Parker. Yeah. He was stronger, he was powerful tonight. As I said before, the weight that he gained, he put it on Derek straight away, and he didn't allow him to be himself to be smothered or to be dented in the fight, and he was the puncher in the fight, and it was clear to see that every time he was nailing Bell clean, he was hitting him. Bell's took an awful lot of punishment tonight. He really has, and they have everlasting effects on you, on not just your career but your lifetime health. He really did.
Yeah, he took a lot of shots, didn't he, Boatsi? Especially the uppercut. Joseph Parker found a home for that right uppercut all night long, didn't he?
He did. They came up with the right strategy. From what I saw, he was a sharpshooter. Quick jabs, quick left hooks, quick uppercuts, left and the right. Hats off to Chisora. I can't go without giving him the praise, man. And like we said with Savage, Babbage, people call themselves all kinds of things, but you have to live up to it. And he went in there, he's a warrior, he proved it. I thought 3 rounds in, I said, yep, this is over. Yeah. We've seen the full 12. I can't commend him. But like Tony said, man, this sport takes it out of you. That's the first time I've sat at an event and I said, whoa, boxing's different. Yeah. I've been boxing, I've seen boxing, but that's the first time I sat somewhere and I said, this is different.
Sticking with you very quickly, sorry Tony, sticking with you, Josh. You think the fight should have been stopped a bit earlier?
He showed that there was life in his legs all the time. There was life in him. And I guess as a fighter, or as fighters, when we're in there, if our heart is beating, we say we're good. There's the cornermen and everyone else, Tony, but we say we're alive and we want to carry on.
Indeed, a good victory for Joseph Parker, who does go on now. Big fights for Joseph Parker in 2022. He's ringside. Let's hear from Joseph Parker now.
Joseph, a Christmas miracle at times that went into the 12th and final round. How are you feeling?
I don't know. Yeah, he was one tough guy. Honestly, the first fight, I just felt like it was just continuation from the first fight. And he never stopped coming until the end. We practiced and practiced and practiced in the gym, the jab, uppercut. Didn't finish it with the hook, but what a Christmas present.
Well, absolutely. What a way to finish the year. You started much better than you did in the first fight. You held centre ring. How important were those extra 10 pounds? Did you feel physically stronger in there tonight?
I felt stronger. I felt a lot stronger than the first fight. And it was important to start strong and not be negative from the beginning. So follow the game plan as best I can. But as you can see, there's still a lot of improvements to be made. A lot of just continuation of working hard with Andy after this.
Andy told you to be patient. You had him hurt badly in the 3rd and the 7th round, and at multiple times throughout the fight. Is there an argument that you let him off the hook a couple of times, maybe?
Just rushed it. I didn't sit down on my punches properly and time it. I just got too excited. But again, like I said, there's a lot of practice to be done after this, for the next camp.
Obviously, a big risk all fighters take stepping into the ring. What do you know about Derek Chisora after spending 24 rounds with him?
I'm telling you, he's a credit to the sport of boxing. Very entertaining. As you can see, the crowd went mental when he walked out. They all came to support him. So I just want to say I'm grateful to be here in the UK. I'm going to be spending Christmas and New Year's here. Can't go back to New Zealand, but sending my love to the Parker family and to the family back home.
Well, you're a big fan favourite too. You have a home away from home. Congratulations tonight, Joseph. I'm just going to grab Andy Lee. You're training for a word. Andy, some fight that to close the year out on DAZN. You've had a busy night tonight, but 3 wins from 3 for your boys. Talk to me about your man's performance.
I think it's the perfect measuring stick. I think you can see a lot of improvements from the last fight. I thought he fought a great fight. He managed the fight perfectly. There were always mistakes, but that's a good thing because we can work on them. And I'm so proud of him. He's dedicated himself like he's never done before, and I think you can see that in his performance. So I'm so happy with him.
Congratulations to the pair of you. Eddie Hearn, just going to bring you in here. I mean, we thought it would be better than the first fight, but not that much better.
It was a brilliant fight, and firstly, congratulations to Joseph Parker. He needed to box as well as he did tonight to win that fight because Derek Chisora he's not human. I mean, how that fight went 12 rounds, I'll never know, and it was just he deserves so much credit, and it was a massive win for Joseph Parker. He needed to box as well as he did tonight to beat Derek Chisora because he was zero quitting him. Zero quit, and this is the toughest sport in the world, and both those guys deserve a huge amount of credit.
Obviously, the belts will be tied up somewhere between Usyk, Joshua, and ultimately Tyson Fury in the next 12 to 18 months. Is that the kind of performance under Andy Lee that gives you the signal that Joseph Parker could get back in the mix at top level?
It's a great performance. We talked about where does the winner and loser go. Derek Chisora is a prize fighter. I'm sure he'll be back, but Joseph Parker wants another shot at the world heavyweight title. There is a queue, but he's positioned himself really well. Maybe a final eliminator against Filip Hrgovic in the IBF is a great fight as well. Probably a good rest as well. But the career's alive and kicking for Joseph Parker, and he continues to chase that second world title, and it was a brilliant way to end 2021.
I think you need a bit of a rest as well, don't you?
No
You've been
rest,
everywhere
mate.
this year.
No rest. We're going to tear it up in 2022. 44 shows this year. We're going to break 50 next year.
Merry Christmas.
Cheers,
Really was a great way to end 2021 over here in the UK. Joseph Parker victorious in what was a brutal and at times very bruising fight. Look, when we come back, more reaction from this fight. It should be a good one. Does Chisora continue? Where next for Joseph Parker? We'll answer those questions.